Can y'all hear me now? Ooh, wee. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? I'm so worked up about this story. I'm so worked up about this. And I tried to go live just a second ago, and I'm going off. I'm telling the story, just going off on this. And I can't, and I'm just going off, and I'm being sent messages. There's no audio, and I was just going off on it. For those of you that don't know, that couldn't hear me, they just raided President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home. I'm assuming just a couple of hours, maybe just over an hour ago. If they did this to President Trump, they'll do this to anybody. So let me make sure that I have audio going out and that we're going out here. They just raided President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home, and I'm so worked up. Okay, yep, there we go. We got audio. I'm so worked up about this. They did this because they can't get nothing on the man. The Clintons had taken stuff with them when they left, and all they asked for them to return it. They did. If they thought that President Trump had something, they should just ask him to return it, right? But I don't even think they did that. Did they do that? The story is that they raided the Mar-a-Lago home. The FBI did, and they even broke into his safe. They broke into his safe. There's no rhyme or reason for it. They're just looking for anything that they can find. And it doesn't even have to be related to this whole committee thing that they've been doing. They just want to find something to try to prevent him from becoming president again in 2024. It must have been something he said at CPAC this Saturday. It must have been something he said that got them so triggered that the woke agents in the FBI will raid his home. Has this ever happened in the history of our nation? Has this ever happened before? Has it? I don't think it has. This is so bad. This is literally a tyrannical government going after members, a president, a former president, because they're terrified of him. They're so terrified that he's going to return. They don't know what else to do. And my question is how in the world did they get these woke FBIs to do this? What happened to the FBI? They're constantly talking about it. Ted Cruz, just the other day, Ted Cruz was talking about how the FBI was going after the Betsy Ross flag and going after other flags that they disagreed with. Literally talking about it. Sitting there saying that the Betsy Ross flag and other flags are hateful and should probably be removed from society. And I'm gonna share something with you because all of this ties right into this. Them going into President Trump's home and attacking him this way. I'm you know what? I'm angry. I am angry. Because if they did this to President Trump, they'll do this to anybody. They're coming for the rest of us. President Trump said, look, I'm just in the way. President Trump was just in the way of their demonic tyranny that they wanted to implement. And President Trump wasn't going along with it. So he was in their way. They want the man completely out the way. They've been lying for the last 5 years, about the last 6 years, 7 years about President Trump. They have been lying through their nasty demonic teeth. And they can't get anything on the man. So now they raid his Mar-a-Lago home. I mean, come on. What is this? What is this? And see, I don't know if y'all can hear. I put music on here because this is music that I can't put on here because I don't want them to stop this video from going. Share this video. Hit the link on this. Hit the link on this because not many people know about this. Hit the link. And I encourage every last one of you, go to Google and type in FBI raids Mar-a-Lago. I dare you to go look it up because everything I'm sitting here telling you is 100% true. It's all over the web right now. It's everywhere right now that the FBI went into his home. I'm so beside myself right now. This is absolutely disgusting. Disgusting. And again, what's to stop them from planting something? What's to stop them? What's to stop them from making up something? Say, oh, look what we found here, President Trump. Look what we found. Look what we found. And President Trump said, no, it's not mine. And then guess what? They're going to haul him up. All of this is because they fear this man like, you know how they fear? And look, Trump is just a man. He's just a man. He doesn't walk on water. He doesn't do miracles. Well, actually, he has performed some miracles when he was in office, and they hate him for it. You know what I'm talking about, the economy, et cetera, et cetera. But he's not God. Trump is not God. But they act like he is. The left, they act like he is. Because they go after him the same way the demons are going after Christ. I'm telling you, it's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. Ted Cruz brought it up about how the FBI was going after different groups and going after different people who have like the Betsy Ross flag and have different flags, going after people. Let me share this with you while I calm down.
It was reported that Project Veritas had obtained a copy of an FBI training material, which listed various symbols and themes which, in the FBI's estimation, were indicative of, quote, militia violent extremism. Now, these symbols weren't things like the Ku Klux Klan or the Nazi Party, which naturally would be symbols of that, but instead they included, rather astonishingly, patriotic symbols of our nation and our history. Included on this list is the Betsy Ross flag. Now, that's fairly remarkable that the Betsy Ross flag in the FBI's indication is indicative of militia violent extremism, because among other people who have been publicly alongside the Betsy Ross flag, we have President Barack Obama, who was sworn in directly underneath two Betsy Ross flags. But it's not just President Obama. We also have President Biden, who was sworn in under Betsy Ross flags. It's not just the Betsy Ross flag. Also on this list is the Gadsden flag as a symbol of violent extremism. Now, the state of Virginia has a license plate for the Gadsden flag, as do many other states. I think people would be astonished to find that having that license plate, the FBI indicates that you're a violent extremist. Also included on this is a text that I was particularly struck, is the Gonzales battle flag. Come and take it, as indicative of being a violent extremist militia. Well, I will self-report right now that every day in the Senate I wear my boots that have the Gonzales battle flag on the back of them. Director Wray, what are y'all doing? This makes no sense. Do you agree with this FBI guidance that the Betsy Ross flag and the Gadsden flag and the Gonzales battle flag are signs of militia violent extremism?
That was Ted Cruz talking about the FBI going after groups that want to fly the Betsy Ross flag and other patriotic flags, patriotic symbols that say America first, that say that they're nationalists. I am a nationalist. I'm American right now. I'm a nationalist because I put my country first. My website, dadgummit, is uniteamericafirst.com. Uniteamericafirst.com. That's my website. The definition of a nationalism is nothing bad, but they want to change the definition. They want to change the definition of a nationalism. Everything that they hate, everything that these evil people despise, they want to change the definition of it. Just like they changed the definition of a woman, they changed the definition of a recession, they changed the definition of a little girl, a little boy, they changed the definition of a rainbow, they changed the definition of what it means to be a Christian. They want to change the definition on everything for the demonic needs, and it's because of the days that we're living in. This is insane. I'm so furious right now. They raided President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home for what? For what? Because they don't have nothing on them. They can't get anything. And the FBI is doing this? Are you kidding me right now? If you don't think that this is deliberate tyranny from a tyrannical government, then you have been sleeping on the rock for the last 4 years. That's exactly what's going on right here. This is like the last straw for them, because I'm telling you, it had to be something that President Trump said at CPAC 2022. It had to be something he said, because they said, okay, we can't take it anymore. We've got to go get him. So now I'm telling you, I would not be surprised if they don't plant something. If they're going to go to this extreme, they're going to do something. This is complete corruption. So why wouldn't they plant anything? I'm expecting them to plant something. Anything. Ooh-wee. I can't even sit there believe I'm sitting there talking about this. You know, with the FBI raiding President Trump's home, we should be like, oh, okay. And you know what? I'm telling you right now, all of the left right now, they're celebrating this. Oh, what do you think they're going to find? I hope they find something. Ooh, they even broke into President Trump's safe. President Trump was putting it out there saying, look, they're raiding my home right now. Raiding my home. And they send multiple agents to raid his home. Like President Trump was hiding or something. They're treating him like he was worse than Osama bin Laden. This is how they're treating him. This is ridiculous. And I'm telling you, all this is going to do, my personal opinion, all this is going to do is stem up more support for President Trump. Because they're doing this corruption. I mean, come on, people. This is the United States of America, or used to be. And isn't it funny? The same day that they passed this whole stinking recession bill, this happens. They pass a recession bill today, and then they go into President Trump's home. What is this? What is this? This is America truly collapsing right before our very eyes. This is America becoming a socialist, communist nation right before our very eyes. And it's like all we can do is sit here and look at it and talk about it. Right? Because what they really want us to do, they want us to go out and be violent. They want us to act like and be like Antifa and BLM and the brown shirts and these socialist democrats and be violent all out in the streets. That's what they want. But we don't ever give that to them. We don't ever give it to them. Of course, no one likes the situation the country's in right now. No one does. Even Bernie Sanders today. Bernie Sanders says that we're in trouble. Bernie, bro. The communist himself said that we're in trouble. But then they send the FBI to President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home. How come they don't send the FBI to the Obamas? Oh, why not? Right? Why not? Why didn't they send them to the Clintons? Why didn't they send them to the Bushes? Why? Because all of them are in this. All of them are just as corrupt. When I was younger, I used to want to be in the FBI. I did. I thought it would be so cool to be in the FBI. And I still refuse to believe that every single person in the FBI is corrupt. But I mean, come on, this takes the cake here. This takes the cake. And I'm telling you right now, I can hear it right now that these evil demonic people out there laughing and they're happy that this is happening when they don't even know that they are next. They're going to be next. The IRS is coming for them. They just passed in the bill for 87,000 more agents in the IRS, and you think that you're laughing at them? You won't be laughing for long because they're coming for Americans. They're coming. They're coming. Can I say the British are coming? But it's the Democrats are coming. The Democrats are coming. I'm ringing the bell right now. And I'm asking you one more time again to share this video. Click the share button on this video right now because they're going to try to prevent as many people from seeing this. And I don't know if y'all can hear, but I put a little tiny music in there just to change my voice up here because they were penalizing me. They've been taking copyright strikes on my voice. Like I don't own my voice. Like they're taking claim to my voice because I'm sitting there telling y'all the truth. They don't want y'all to hear the truth. They don't want y'all to know what's coming. They don't want y'all to know what's happening. They don't want y'all to know that you need to prepare. You need to get ready for this demonic stuff that they're doing. They're about to tear down this nation. The World Economic Forum wants the United States of America to look like a third world nation. And you think that's not going to happen? They're already started it. It's already happening. Businesses after business after business, they are closing their doors. And the homelessness and the crime is through the roof. This is all by design. You need to get ready in multiple ways. And I'm not just talking about food. You need to get ready. This is it. I mean, come on. What else do you need to see when they're raiding when they raid President Trump's home? What else do you need to see? And I encourage every last one of you that's watching right now, Google it. Because Google's not hiding that. They're not hiding that. They're not hiding the fact that the FBI raided President Trump's home. They got that forefront. You Google FBI raid Mar-a-Lago, and that's the first thing, article after article after article after article after article talking about it. This is crazy. I mean, all I'm thinking to myself, like, wow, we've just been invaded by a foreign nation. But you know what? It's not a foreign nation that did this. It's our current tyrannical government. The government is tyrannical. What else do you need to see again? I'm asking you, leave me a comment. What else do you need to see? Are you happy that they did this? How come they just couldn't say, Mr. President, if you have anything from your administration, can you please turn it in? The same way they did the Clintons. How come they didn't do that? Or how come they can't do that? Or maybe they did and President Simpson said, well, I don't have anything. And they still went. Because they're terrified of the man. They're terrified of him. They're so scared of President Trump. And I'm telling you, it has to be something that he said this past weekend to trigger it. Had to be said. He had to say something. And what makes me think about it, just like when President Trump went to the United Nations, he told the United Nations that we will never be a socialist nation. He could not even leave the building before Nancy Pelosi was behind the podium and said, we're going to impeach him now. He was at the United Nations. He wasn't anywhere else. He was at the United Nations. Now he's here 2020, right before the midterm elections. And he said something. He had to say something that caused them to do this tyrannical movement. And I'm willing to bet CNN probably had exclusive rights to it. They were probably there while the raid was happening. You remember how they did Roger Stone? If it wasn't CNN, maybe it was MSDNC. One of them, somebody was there documenting it, showing it so they can have exclusive footage of raiding President Trump's home. We're in trouble. You know why I say we're in trouble? Because this tyrannical stuff is happening and is going to continue to happen. You think they're going to stop with President Trump? No, they're not going to. They're coming for us. Any of us that want to put America first, any of us that want to put our freedoms first, they're coming for us. They just passed the bill to do it. They just passed the bill to do it. And I've always said this, something else is going to happen between now and November. Something else. See, they've already put it in place. Something is coming. And see, they're like, oh, wait a minute, it's just too close. They're getting too close. President Trump is getting too close, looking like he's going to run for office again. It's too close. See, they impeached him twice in the House. Yes, they did impeach him twice in the House, but it failed twice in the Senate. It failed. Have you ever known for them to go after a former president like this? What is it? What is it? And I know what it is. I know what it is. Arizona, a sweep. All of these mega Republicans that President Trump endorsed, swept. They're terrified. It's happening in other parts of the country. President Trump is going in because they want people who's actually going to do right by the American people. That's what they want. That's what we all want. We don't want these people that have these special interest groups funding them, putting money into them. We don't want that. I'm so beside myself that they did this. But at the same time, I'm not like, oh, wow, my goodness, it's a big surprise. I'm just irritated. I'm just irritated that they actually did it. It doesn't surprise me that they would do it. Because when you have corruption at this level, they'll do anything. Remember Chuck Schumer, Shuck It, Duck It Schumer, he said nothing is off the table. Y'all remember that? He literally said nothing is off the table. Nothing. That means anything and everything they need to do, they will do it. They constantly said that no one is above the law, but guess what? They're doing law-breaking stuff every single day. That's what a tyrannical government does. That's exactly what we're seeing. These tyrants These evil demonic people trying to discredit one of the greatest president in our lifetime. They're trying to discredit him. They're trying to harm him right now. Wow, I just got this. Y'all see that? Look at that. Look at that. I just got that. Look at that. Ultra MAGA Republican. Throw me that other one. Throw me the other one. These are on my website if you're interested. This one, oh, I can't wait to wear this one. Look at that. Christian nationalist. This is on my website. My website. Because this is what, there's nothing wrong with it. They're trying to change the definition of it. They're trying to change the definition of it. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm so irritated right now. I'm so irritated. And it's nerve-wracking. It's nerve-wracking. Because like I said, if they do this to President Trump, no one is safe. No one is safe. And they are coming. They are coming. God bless.